Do you need up to $100,000 or more in business credit and funding? I know you've seen a lot of videos about business credit and business funding on YouTube, but this video right here, I'm going to actually show you how you can actually get approved. A lot of people talk about different banks. A lot of people talk about a lot of different things when it comes to business funding, but most of them do not tell you how to get approved. I'm going to show you how to get approved, and I'm going to show you proof that I've helped other people get approved for business credit and funding, over $120,000 for one person, combined with different credit cards and lines of credit that they could use anywhere to pay for materials, marketing, and more. So watch the whole video so that you get all of the information. So really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and show you some proof. So one of my clients recently got their first business credit card from Chase. They got $20,000 to start off with. This is their first ever business credit card that we helped them get. Here's another one. Here's $42,000. This is a line of credit from Divvy. So total right there, that is $62,000. And this is all from last month, right after they got done signing up with us. Within a month, they were able to get over $120,000. So here is more proof of an approval for $50,000 combined from their credit union. They got a line of credit and they got a credit card. So that's actually $112,000. I'm sorry, $112,000 in total funding. And we're actually getting them some more because we're on round 2 of them getting more funding. If you need help with getting approved for business funding, business credit cards, lines of credit, or even EIN only business funding, there will be a link down in the description box and the pinned comments where you can get help from us with getting funding for your business, whether you are a new or existing business. As you previously seen, we can get upwards of $100,000+ in business credit and lines of credit for business, even if you haven't had any previous business credit at all. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is the 3 C's of lending. This is very important because you're going to need one of these 3 things to actually get approved for any type of lending, whether it be credit cards, lines of credit, or loans. So the first thing in the 3 C's of lending is credit. So when it comes to your credit, you can either use your personal credit to get funding from credit unions or bank or other big lenders to start your business or to grow your business. Now you can also use your business credit profiles to get certain types of funding, whether it be for a car that you can get under your business without even having to personally guarantee that car. You can get other types of equipment or supplies that you may need for your business to start that business. But those are going to be more of either it's going to be net 30, net 60, or net 90 credit accounts where you can use strictly just your business credit profiles to be able to get approved for those different accounts. Now there are some lines of credit that you can get, such as a vehicle line of credit to purchase vehicles, like I said, for getting a car strictly under your business, or maybe a truck or a van. You can get those types of lines of credit from Ally Financial, even Ford, so on and so forth. But for the most part, it's going to be net 30. Now Sam's does have a MasterCard that is available for use anywhere that MasterCard is accepted. But in order to get approved for that account, no PG, you're gonna need to have 5 to 8 accounts reporting on your Experian business credit profiles. You need to have that set up correctly with good payment history. But going back to your personal credit, if you wanna get some lines of credit or credit cards using your good personal credit from places like US Bank, American Express, or credit unions like Navy Federal, so on and so forth, your personal credit profile needs to have at least a 680 across the board on all 3 of those credit bureaus, as well as no more than 3 inquiries, with the exception for American Express. They really don't care too much about inquiries. That's why you kind of want to go to them last after you go everywhere else. But in general, you want to make sure that you have low inquiries. Also, when it comes to your debt to income ratio, you want that to be low. You want to also make sure that you have a good mix of credit on your personal credit profiles. It's good to have credit cards on there that you had for at least 2 years with at least a $5,000 limit, and also some lines of credit or some personal installment loans, such as a car loan or maybe even a mortgage. You want to have a good profile in order to be able to get 10, 20, 30 plus thousand on one credit card in business credit. So a recap, when it comes to your personal credit, you want to make sure that you have at least a 680 across the board on all three credit bureaus. Also, low debt to income ratio, low increase, less than 3 increase is ideal. Good mix of credit, at least a $5,000 limit on either a line of credit or a credit card, and also low utilization on those lines of credit or those credit cards. You want to make sure that those utilizations are low before you go and apply. So if you have, for example, a $1,000 credit card limit, you want to make sure that balance showing up on your credit report is less than $100. Even though that's 10% of the limit, you still want to make sure, like I said, low is better before you go out and apply for any credit cards for your business, because they want to see that you know how to pay off your credit cards and lines of credit. Now, when it comes to cash flow, you want to make sure either you can get, like I said, approved with credit if you have good personal credit, but if you are a new business owner, you may not have cash flow. But if you already are an established business owner, but you don't have good personal credit just yet, you're still working on your good personal credit, you can get funding based upon your cash flow. There are lenders that will approve you based upon your monthly revenue or your previous 2 years tax return. An example of a cash flow based lender is Fundbox. They go more off of your cash flow and your revenue than your personal credit. I believe the minimum credit score for Fundbox is 600 and $100,000 in revenue over the last year. So the third C of lending is going to be collateral. So you can actually get funding for your business with collateral. You can use a 401k as collateral. You can also use equipment as collateral. And the least advised one would be real estate. You can also use that as collateral for business funding as well. And there are other types of business funding that you can get based upon some type of collateral, which can be inventory or accounts receivable financing. You also want to make sure that you have the proper SIC codes as well as the proper NAICS codes for your industry. Also want to make sure that you have your business set up properly, make sure that it's structured properly, and register with your Secretary of State. Make sure that your business has an address that is linked to a real office or a virtual office that is linked to a real office building that makes your business look credible and professional, not a Staples address, not a mail stop address or anything like that. You want to make sure it is attached to a real office. Also make sure that that address is matching on the Secretary of State document for your EIN as well as your bank account. Make sure that all your information is matching everywhere, even on your website. Make sure that you have a professional website and email as well. Believe it or not, lenders do scan the internet to see if your business looks credible, if you have an online presence. So you want to make sure that everything is looking professional, and also make sure you have a proper business phone number as well, and also get that business phone number listed in the directories, the 411 listings, so that you're able to be found by lenders, by other customers that may be looking in the 401 directories, trying to find businesses in your industry, so on and so forth. It's also good to have a business plan. Now, this is not necessary for all lenders, but it's good to have them because some lenders will ask for a business plan, especially if you're getting a higher amount, over 100,000, 200,000 in a loan or a line of credit, something like that. Sometimes they may ask for a business plan because they want to know exactly how you plan to use that money. Also, something that could really help you get more lines of credit, higher limit lines of credit or credit cards from the bigger banks, is having a good bank rating. So a low 5 bank rating is ideal, which means that you are keeping between $10,000 to $40,000 in your business checking account. That can help you get approved for larger lines of credit and larger credit cards down the line with bigger institutions, because they are becoming a little bit more strict when giving out those higher lines of credit. So that's pretty much it for this video. To recap, in order to get approved for business credit or business funding, you're gonna need one of the 3 C's of lending, which is credit, cash flow, or collateral. You need to have at least one of those to get approved for some business funding or business credit. Then you want to make sure that your business is actually set up credibly. Make sure that it is compliant with lenders. You want to make sure that everything is matching everywhere with the Secretary of State, with the IRS, as well as your bank account information. All of your information is matching everywhere. It makes it easier for you to get approved, because sometimes they will deny you if things are not matching up. It may seem like a red flag to them. It may seem like it could be someone else trying to apply for credit using your information without permission. So make sure everything is matching up everywhere to be compliant with lenders. So thank you for watching. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure that you like this video if you found this video valuable, like this. Also comment down below if you have any questions, and if you need help with getting business funding and business credit, we can definitely help you. The link will be down in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment.